Thousands are gathered in St. Peter's Square.
Angels and Demons, not my kind of book really. I'm more into Harry Potter. But believe it or not, a teacher at my school wrote the soundtrack to this Hollywood blockbuster. Mr. Cook, I didn't believe it when somebody told me that you wrote the soundtrack to this film.
I did. Well, the trailer for it. Basically, it came about. I signed up to a free online agency, that emailed jobs going, in that industry. So it could be for TV, radio, films, and I got an email through saying that they wanted some music about 3 minutes long. They didn't say what film it was. They just said they wanted it for a dramatic sort of suspense thriller, and it was a trailer for a feature film, so they didn't tell you what the film was, that was it. That's all they give you.
And somebody told me that you couldn't actually read the music at that time.
I can't read music, no, not as a piano player would sit down and play what's put in front of them. I can't do that. I'm self-taught, so from the age of 6 I didn't have no piano tutor because my parents couldn't afford one. So everything I learned, I had the ability to listen to a song and just immediately play it from quite a young age. And as I got better at it, I then started to write my own music. And then that helped me in doing what I did with this trailer music. So literally, I just went about it as I would normally do. Sit down at my piano and come up with some ideas and kind of glue it all together. And then I sent it off along with a copy of the paper, the notes that I could do, and that was it. And I just waited for their response.
So did you actually know what you were doing it for then?
I didn't know. They didn't tell me until they said that I had got the job, and I didn't know who it was from until they sent me a contract to sign. Now you have to sign a contract for every kind of piece of music that you do with a production company, and the letterhead on top of the letter said Imagine Productions, which is actually the production company that's owned by Ron Howard, who was the director of the movie. And I didn't twig, first of all, who this was, until I owned a copy of the Da Vinci Code, and it actually has, at the beginning of the Da Vinci Code, Imagine Productions. It's got the cogs turning in my head thinking, this looks very interesting, this looks very familiar. It turns out when I looked in my book that Angels and Demons was actually the prequel to the Da Vinci Code. I was like, oh, I know what this is now. And then they told me after I found out for myself what it was for, and I was absolutely elated. I was delighted. Couldn't believe it. I was that lucky to get a job at something so rare at my age. So it was very, very good.
Will we keep you here, sir, or are you Hollywood bound?
I'm here for the short term. But eventually I would like to go off to a specialist film school to learn properly. Kind of what I should have done, what normally people do first is they go to school and then do music for movies, whereas I've kind of started the other way around. So whereas I'm good at coming up with ideas, I don't necessarily have the technical skills to do it. So that's what I need to catch up, that's what I need to learn. So hopefully I'd like to go off to a special school and learn all that, and then maybe I'm Hollywood bound.
It's Illumina.